we don't really take from you. We don't force people. All we do is open up a window of opportunity, and we ask you to consider. So you can say no to us when we approach you. And if you're a businessman or a businesswoman, of course you would likely say, yes, I will consider that opportunity. Because life is about opportunities, and opportunities only come once in your life. So what do you say when a headhunter calls? What do you say? And I hope a number of you have been given this tag here. Say yes. Okay. Say yes when a headhunter calls. And the purpose of this, and please wear this. And wear this even tonight. For some of you younger ones who may be frequenting the bars or something. Don't hesitate to say this. And you can just put a tape on the bottom when a headhunter calls just to say yes, and you may get some response, a positive response. So what do you say? And of course you have to say yes. So you implant that in your head. Why do you say yes? And I have people when I call, and here's an interesting example of generational change. And I'm sure a number of you have seen the research on generations. I'm from the baby boomers. And in fact, I'm of the older baby boomers. Generation X, Generation Y, Generation Z. And Generation Y, we're approaching because now, even for director positions, people are getting younger and younger. And when I call, they'll say, yeah, Mga Palu. And I'm going, what? People have changed, and or I can't even get the first base. So that's why I have to use some of our younger colleagues in order to penetrate that barrier. How do you approach people? Now, why is it important to start building and networking? And it's all about networking. It's all about networking. So and what you get from networking, invaluable market information. With that market information, you can position yourself more strategically, and you can leverage your position. So strategic and leverage. You also get feedback on market perception of you, the calibration of your perceived market value and potential contribution to an organization. And networking, it's not who you know, but who also knows you, isn't it? Yeah. It's not who you know, but who knows you. So you have to position yourself, clearly in the marketplace. And it's not about saying how great you are, but maybe you make yourself visible by what you contribute. And for me, that's the key value that any person will give. So 4 points that we look for practical leadership is: one is your role relevant experience, and then this goes into detail of what we should look about. The second is performance leadership or execution. Can he execute? Can he implement? Can he deliver the results? Because at the end of the day, it's not about just concepts, and the concepts are interesting and open up the door, but can you deliver on that results? The third one is strategic leadership. Do you have a plan? Do you have a vision of life, not just of your business? And this is the fourth one, people leadership. And this is, to what extent can you engage people around you? And it's interesting because for some reason over the last 3 years, we've had an increase in executive coaching assignments, and it's all about this. It's about people leadership. So they're excellent in role relevant experience, in execution and strategic, but how they deliver the message.
In my years in Asia, sometimes when I talk to executives about headhunters, I sometimes get this response: well, why do I need a headhunter? I've been in this industry I have a family firm, I've been in this industry for many years, I know all the people in the industry. If I need to find someone new, I can just make a few calls to my friends and I'll get someone. So why do I need to, hire someone who's going to tell me how to find someone?
Well, when a person starts talking to me like that, then it already tells me there's a smugness about it, that will not give a good return on his own investment on himself. And 2 reasons why it would be worthwhile to consider an external person. One is to provide objectivity, and then to the thing. So for example, the state-owned enterprises, there was a period, and I don't remember when, maybe 4 or 5 years ago in particular, we became popular. We were the flavor of the day, of the moment, with state-owned enterprises. because for two things. For one is for finding people, and second for assessing people. So we were able to give a quick assessment of people using psychometric evaluation plus background checking, and a very quick turnaround because of the technology we use. And why do they use us? Because then they could blame us, if anything went wrong. They said, well, Amrock was the one who did this according to this thing. And we said, okay, fine, because we will live by our decision, and we will stand by our decisions. The second is that this is the period of corporate governance and so forth. If you're going to go in public, go into public listing, you want to also project an image that this is fair. You're not just hiring your cousin and third cousin and fourth uncle and fifth, so forth. Then bring in somebody, to add some objectivity, some professionalism into this. Because even though you may know people and so forth, you sometimes will tend to hire people you like or you think will be similar to you. But sometimes it's worthwhile to hire people who are very different from you, to add the balance, to add a different perspective, to add diversity. And you might not hire that personally, but it actually adds a lot of value into the formula. So I think for objectivity, for due diligence, for also getting a bigger spread of the market, you have a better selection. At the end of the day, you may not, no, I'm going to hire my own person, and we've had that, especially family companies. They say, no, he's good, but I'm going to still hire this, but at least he's gone through the due diligence, and then he gets an access into the market. He's paying also for a market assessment, a market feasibility of the situation, because the more people you meet and you get a sense of their take of their particular industry or company, you suddenly get a sense of the market that you would not have gotten if you did it on yourself.